Welcome back. So today we are going to learn how to get the details from the metadata. Let's say I want to access the metadata from an EC2 instance and I want to get it the details like AMI ID, host name, and all the other details which is actually present in the metadata of the EC2 instance. So let's get on it. So we'll start from the very beginning, from the scratch. As I mentioned, this course is for the very beginners who are delving into cloud. So we'll start from the very beginning, step by step and click by click. Okay. So I am into the AWS console, logged in. I'll go EC2 and see instance is running. I see that there is one instance running, but as I mentioned, I will teach you step by step and click by click. So we will create one new instance now. Let's go. Let's create one launch new instance. I will name it as EC03, right? As I have shown you in my previous videos how to create EC2 instances. So I won't go through all the steps and I will always choose default so that I don't incur any cost. Instance type by default T2 micro. Key pair, I will create a new key pair and I will name it as metadata key. Okay, let's create the key pair and just take care of this particular location, right? Then I will click and I will check on the security group as web access. And most important part, because if you don't enable that, right, you won't be able to access this particular metadata thing. So we have to create on advanced details and we go down step by step and we have to come to a portion where we see metadata accessible, right? You have to get it enabled. Then metadata version and version 2 token optional, right? One important point from AWS security specialty perspective, and since I'm into security domain, getting this enabled is a loophole to get more details of your EC2 instance. So this is just for training purpose, like how we can do that, but we should not actually enable this particular metadata, right? But this is for training, hence we are enabling it. Later on, we will delete the EC2 instance and terminate the EC2 instance. So we are done. We'll say launch instance and the instance is coming up. Let's check the status and EC03 is coming up, right? So let's wait for it to come up. It will take some time. This is already my running instance where I was doing my testings and it has come up. Let's connect. And as you understand, I have shown you in earlier videos like how to connect. So I will just do connect from here. Simple connect here first. Note this point that I don't need this PEM key and other things which I have downloaded by creating a new key pair, right? So I'm here. And what is the command to access the metadata and what is the IP? This is a interview question and as well as your exam question. Take note of that. and we get all these details, and but we are actually interested in latest, right? Go to latest. Now we are interested in metadata. Go to metadata. Metadata. Now you see all this information is available to you, right? What is the instance type? What is the host name? Let's check what is the instance type. We know it is T2 micro, right? So let's say we are doing some programming and we want to access the instance type to, let's say, automate the billing, right? So we can definitely do it from here. You see, I get the T2 micro here. Now let's say I want to get the AMI ID. I can get it from here. Here it is, the AMI ID. So this is how the metadata is accessed through your EC2 console. But this one I have shown you from the very basics of connect instance. Let's say you want to access it from putty, right? Then how will you do it? So what I'll do is I'll go to instance and I will again go here. I have downloaded my PEM key. So same thing. What you can do is you can refer my previous video. I will have to build this file of metadata PEM key, which I had actually created as a key pair. I'll open that. It's loaded and I will save the private key. And I will save the private key as meta private, right? Meta private. And I am done. I'll close this. I'll open putty. Again, if you are not sure how to do that, please refer my previous video on connecting EC2 instance with putty. Credentials. I'll load my private key here. Private key is this. Open. Go to session, and I need the public IP address of the instance, right? So what is the public IP address? I'll copy this and I'll paste it here, and we are good to go. Accept. What's the default user? This is again an interview question. Keep in mind, you will learn when you do, so try to do it hands-on. And we are in, right? Because we have put our private key and public key pair correctly. That's why we are able to connect it through putty, right? And what I can do is same curl 169.254.169.254. We go to latest. We go to metadata, and we are in, right? We can get anything. For example, I will want to understand what is my instance type, and it gives me T2 micro. So that's it, guys, for this video. I will see you in the next upcoming videos. Bye bye.